What's good, everybody? But I hope everything is going well. I just wanted to sort of put this at the front of my video one as sort of a trigger warning, just in case anybody, has any like triggers surrounding like mania or just like I don't know. I struggle with these videos a lot because I want to show you guys how I move through hard times. So in this, like how I'm able to move through a manic episode, and I want to be as truthful as possible, and me being truthful is me being like, hey, like this is what's happening to me. I don't really know what's going on, slash like sometimes like I don't really want to do all the steps to fix it. I don't think that's healthy at all. I think that's one of the things that I struggle with most of like, trying to make the healthy choices. I don't endorse any of that. I don't think that this is like a game. I don't think that this is something to play around with. I'm not videotaping it to just be like, ooh, this is fun, this is happening to me. Let's see like how manic I can get, or let's see like how many bad decisions I can make. These are really things that I really am struggling with. And while it might seem lighthearted at times, it really does kind of suck, and it really is hard pushing like past that. So I did want to just say that I do take these things seriously, and if you really are going through a hard time with any of your moods or just with any mental illness, please seek help, seek a doctor. Take this video with a grain of salt, and like I'm not always doing the most productive things. I will say that I am, again, like I said, into this video, or as you will see, I am feeling a little bit better. My mood stabilized last night, and then this morning it like dipped down. So I woke up feeling like just really groggy, kind of sad, kind of not depressed necessarily, but I was feeling like, what is life? Like, I don't really want to do this anymore. I'm feeling a lot better now. But yeah, updates to come. This is all very interesting, and not in the good way. So I've been meaning to do a video all day, and I've just been like too busy. So I'm just gonna do a vlog. Pretty sure I'm manic right now, you guys, or at least I was, and maybe now I'm like on the come down. I don't exactly know. I'm like super jittery, and like, I have the energy flowing through me, if you know what I'm talking about. And haven't slept. I didn't sleep last night, really. And I also haven't eaten in like 2 days, so that's not good. And the problem right now is that like I'm very self-aware of what's happening, because I recognize the signs. And like, I don't necessarily want to like, why am I talking so quietly? I don't necessarily want to like change. I feel like I'm telling on myself, that's why. I don't necessarily want to change like being like whatever state I'm being in, because honestly it feels really great. I like am not hungry, so I don't want to eat because I feel like eating will like make me fat. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to sleep because I feel like I have a lot of work to do, and like I just moved into this apartment, so like, I can clean things up. I've been cleaning, organizing, and like everything looks great. I'm super excited. Everything is super exciting. Like I don't really want to sleep. I have like extreme FOMO. I feel like I'm gonna miss something. So yeah, anyway, I'm obviously like, my mood is like not stable right now. And I'm very clearly recognizing that, especially because I have like weird impulsive thoughts that are going on. So I'm not really sure what to do about this. Obviously I know what to do about this. I should go to sleep right away and like take some medicine and like get that whole sorted out. But I don't want to do that yet. Like I'm very self-aware that this is happening, and it's like, why? Like obviously I know how hard bipolar disorder is, and I know how hard living with this shit is, and like I didn't even want to bring it up, but in the spirit of being transparent, like, and trying to work through these issues, I'm forcing myself to work through it with y'all, sort of. Like, I'm just telling y'all, like, how I feel. Like, I really don't want to do anything about it. Like, mania is great. Obviously, if you're manic or if you're in any psychosis, you should go to the hospital / call your doctor / chill the fuck out. don't do what I'm doing. I wonder if there's like some type of like ethical thing about like being like, yeah, I don't feel like doing shit about like my mental illness right now because like I love the way it feels, and that's like really bad. It's like telling an addict like I don't want to do anything about it because I like the way it feels. So I don't like, that's just how I feel, and I don't really know how to move past that. Okay, so I know, I literally was just like hashtag wellness and like I should go to sleep and eat and do all that great jazz, and now I'm like out. But I like had legit plans all ready to go and get this thing that's behind me because I needed to set like my TV on something, and honestly like it doesn't sound like a big deal, but like the fact that like the TV's just on the ground in my room and it's like not like set up, like I can't sleep. It's like one of the reasons. Like not the biggest reason, but it's one of the reasons. I went to Target because I was going to look for something to touch up the wood, and like I definitely felt like buying 1,000 things. I ended up getting like nothing because like I had a whole bunch of stuff in my hand, and then I was just like, you said you were going to buy random things, and I was like, these aren't random, these are things that I need. And I was like, I feel like you're kind of going broke, so like let's not do that. Let's just not buy anything, I guess, because like, they're things I needed, but like it's not what I went to Target for. And like this whole like weird state is like, yeah. So I'm still not on my way home. I like keep on finding detours. It's not because I'm trying to, it's just that like I have things to do. So like I will get to sleep when I get to sleep. I feel like I can't pause life. So I made it home safely, and I'm in the bed, but I'm actually just sitting here watching TV, watching YouTube. I have like really bad FOMO about going to sleep. I have a feeling like I'm gonna miss something important. I don't know why. I feel like going to sleep feels just so lonely. I don't know. Slash, I know I haven't been to sleep in so long. I'm gonna sleep for a while, and who knows when I'm gonna wake up. Like I want to have like so many things I want to be doing. Like yeah, but like I just wrote everything down, and like I have that like energy. But now it's like my brain just like can't focus anymore. It's like it's fritzing, and not like in a scary way. It's just like I have a lot of energy like mentally, but physically my body's like not keeping up. So like I'm trying to speak to y'all right now, and like I know exactly what I want to say, but like when I open my mouth and I start speaking, it feels like I can't, like it feels like I'm just so tired, and I just like can't be enthusiastic or like, yeah. So I haven't really vlogged, and I think last time I vlogged was 2 days ago. Yeah, so that night, if you can remember, I would guess for you it hasn't really been that long, editing. I was able to sleep a little bit for like 3 hours, so like not a whole bunch, but it definitely felt amazing. I felt like 10 times better when I woke up. I know that was probably just like the energy speaking, like, oh, you got 2 hours out of like 48 or however long it was, like you're fine now. So obviously it was not fine. Today is Saturday, so after I slept those 2 hours going into Friday, I was like super energized in the morning, did a lot of work, had a lot of work coming in because I work from home. And then like my body just hit a wall. My body was like, bro, you haven't eaten in like 3 days, you haven't slept in like 3 days, like you feel like shit. And I still, today's Saturday morning, I still feel like shit, but I did sleep a lot on Friday night. Like slept Friday night, normal person, and slept in today on Saturday. And I don't feel that energy at all. It's like completely gone to me. And when I say energy, I mean like, I want to say that like, you know, I feel like I was being manic, but I can only really point to it starting on Tuesday. So I'm not really sure if that classifies as being manic. I don't know. So I just say the energy. I don't really feel that energy anymore. If anything, I feel exhausted. I've just been laying around the house all day. I've barely been able to get up. I did eat yesterday. I probably should eat some today because I really still haven't consumed, like within the last 3 or 4 days, probably still have consumed under 2,000 calories. If 1,000, I don't know. So I definitely need to get more into my body, food that is. But I'm doing the necessary steps, all the necessary steps, but calling my doctor and like, all that jazz. I think that like I was saying kind of before, I can point to very obvious behaviors that kind of led me here. So it's kind of like, who the fuck do you blame but yourself, especially because you're not on medication. But I don't know, you guys, like, it's like not hard-headed, it's just like, I don't want to live this way. Like, I want it to be normal. And then this shit happens and I'm like, oh yeah, you can't be normal. You have to like think about like these things. And I'm being super vague because like I put a lot of my business out there on the internet, but like I'm trying to keep some of it, to myself because I think you don't need to know all the details. I think another big thing was that COVID quarantine helped a lot for me because like I wasn't doing anything. So like a lot of people struggled with being at home and like had anxiety with that. And I definitely felt trapped in a sense, but it also like allowed me like I could have full control over my mood in a sense because like and my behaviors, and I had very, very little anxiety because I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't interacting with people. There was nothing really to like kind of put me in that position. I was able to do all of the good things like making good meals for myself, making sure I'm exercising, planning a time to wake up, and like really sticking in routine. It was so easy to stick to a routine. But now that like Georgia's opened back up, businesses are open, people are out. I've been going to bed later because I've been out with people and like doing stuff, and like it's just like everything, my routine is thrown off. So like that coupled with like I just realized that like, yes, well, I haven't had to deal with any of these like bipolar flares or whatever you want to call them. I'm still fucking bipolar, so I have to remember that because like this shit happens. And honestly, it's to the point where I'm like, bro, like normally this would have ended like without like in the last few months me having like being off the medication. I've had like I would have like not flare-ups necessarily, nothing like this, but it would be, I would feel down, or I would feel like high energy. It wouldn't last very long. I could kind of like know how to manage that and know how to deal with that. But I haven't experienced like anything like this since last summer. So it's like, fuck, is it time to try another medication now? Because like honestly, it's looking that way. But I am totally happy I'm feeling better. I think it was hard for me to come to terms with like, this is what's happening. This is what you need to do to better yourself. Otherwise you're gonna end up like in the hospital by the end of this weekend. Yeah, so let's see how this weekend goes. I'm probably not gonna be doing much today, just resting and sleeping. Again, I need to like make some food. I am feeling 10 times better. I don't have like really any of that manic energy left in me, in the sense that like I feel mood-wise much more normal. I think last night, or just like last afternoon in general, I was starting to feel a little bit sort of the opposite. I was starting to go back a little bit down, and I think that's because I was kind of just like in a meh kind of mood. I was more so like I really was missing that sort of energy. I missed feeling energized, and I was just so tired, and I felt like life was sucked out of me. Everything sucked. I'm not 100% better, like at full strength right now. And when I say full strength, I mean that like I'm not feeling like any psychosis or like out of body state. Like I don't feel weird in my mind, but my body still is like recuperating. So I obviously still need to make sure I'm getting rest, drinking water, and eating. That's still been like the hard thing, I think. The rest thing I've gotten better on. The eating part is really just what I'm struggling with right now. I know my body needs more calories, but I just can't seem to consume them. But yeah, I think that I'm just happy that, I was able to get to this spot. So yeah, I think that, moving forward, obviously, there's a lot I have to maybe do. I think I have to maybe talk about with my doctors and my like counselors, maybe my behaviors, or like how do we, monitor this more closely going towards this, like going into the summer, especially now that COVID is over, or like, quarantining is over, and that like I'm actually gonna be out and doing more things. Like the steps I need to take, is medicine like necessary to get back on, or was this just like a lapse? Again, like I don't even know I would call this a full manic episode, because like I did feel it a little bit last week in terms of the mania, but I felt like I got out of it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I really was just manic for 2 weeks and I just didn't notice. Or a week and a half, or like a full week. I don't know what that would be. It would be a full week. I'm bad at math. Like, it's just counting. Sorry, you guys. Full week. Maybe I was just like manic for a week, or, you know, maybe I was manic for a few days, which I don't even know if that's possible, and then I wasn't, and then I was manic again starting like Wednesday. I don't really know. It more makes sense that I was manic for like a week and I just like maybe didn't realize I was until like my body started like flipping out on me. That sounds typically more like, you know, what would happen, because most times like I feel like I don't know that I'm manic until like I'm in it and I'm doing some shit like, what the fuck am I doing? Or like, you know, I just haven't slept in a while and it's like, why haven't I slept? This is probably why. I don't know, but I am good now, you guys, and I'm feeling great. Almost there, at least, in terms of, you know. All right, bye.